So the question is, can you get results at home with no equipment whatsoever? And my answer is, hell yeah. The gym's just there for convenience, a place where you can, a lot of times, just shut your brain off, beat the hell out of yourself, my personal kind of DIY therapy. So one day I'm not driving down the road and randomly decide, I'm just gonna run that person over. So today we're gonna go over a couple different exercises that normally you'd wanna use weight for, but we're gonna make some tweaks to them and actually make them harder than the traditional way you would do them. So if you're ready, let's get after it. All right, so the one thing I want you to keep in mind is the whole goal when you go to the gym is really just to flex that muscle with a little bit of resistance, usually weight, to put enough stress on that muscle to get a response, i.e. growth. So knowing that, we just have to find different ways to stress the muscle while we're stuck at home. And the key here is we gotta use our imagination. 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 Take reverse lunges, for instance. Great exercise for a little hamstring, but most of that glute and quad just blows them up. So normally you'd be at the gym, you throw a bar on your back or dumbbells in your hand, but we can crank up the intensity by getting rid of those completely and using something like your counter. So yes, you're gonna get a little assistance from holding onto that counter, but it's still gonna be twice as hard because what I want you to do is lift that back leg the entire time. So all that weight is shifted to the working side. And trust me, I did 2 of these, threw up my mouth a little bit. So this next exercise is courtesy of one of my clients. I don't train him anymore, but when I did, I had this one lady and I just said, hey, lay down, we'll do the hamstring roller, which is basically just 4 wheels on there. It's like roller skates. You put your heels in and you curl back towards you. Now normally when you do those, you lay on your back, curl them up. She just decided I'm gonna hold myself up with my hands. And of course I looked at her and went, that is exactly what I meant. And that's because that's a harder way to do it. So we can do the same thing at home and make it even a little bit more intense by doing it unilaterally, one leg at a time, and really slowing down the flex and just squeezing up as hard as you possibly can. So the next exercise is goofy as hell, but I do it at the gym, I do it at home, I have no shame, I give zero f***s, right? Because for me, over the past year, I've seen a lot of results with this, and we'll crank up the intensity even a little bit on this one by doing it unilaterally, one leg at a time. But I understand that it's really dependent on how flexible you are, because if you can't sit your hamstring all the way on your calf, you really lose the benefit of being able to flex against your hamstring and really getting a more intense contraction. So what you can do is roll a towel up, if you can't get all the way down there, put it between your calf and your hamstring, just so you have something to flex against, so it just makes you think about it and puts pressure on that calf to really flex against something and create a better contraction. So as always, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, the video what me do next, and get after it, get growing. I'll talk to you soon. And make sure you're not afraid to use your imagination.